What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Booster on back now for the review of the iPhone 10. I've had this phone for 2 weeks now, everyday use, so I'm going to give you my personal opinions and thoughts on how I feel about this phone and tell you, is it worth the $1,000+ price tag? Let's talk about the design. Design of this phone, glass, front and rear, stainless steel band all the way around. It just feels like money in your hand. This has to be one of the best feeling iPhones yet, by far, hands down. This phone just feels amazing in your hand. It has the right amount of weight and it is not slippery at all. I actually feel like the stainless steel ones, or not the stainless steel ones, but the aluminum ones of the previous iPhones had more of a slick feeling, where this one actually feels like it has more grip due to the fact of the glass. It has way more grip and it just feels right. It's not that oversized phone of the plus sizes with the 5.5 inch screen. This is a smaller phone, but it has a 5.8 inch screen. So it's like a win-win both ways around. That is due to the fact that they stretched the display all the way to the edges, all the way around. And it finally has an OLED display. Thank you, Samsung, Apple, for finally giving us an OLED display. Something that was much needed for a very long time. The black is amazing. It's just black. It's not a pixel trying to create a black where it still has a light effect to it. It's just black. I've been watching a lot of Netflix lately, Stranger Things, and there's a lot of dark scenes in there. And it just looks so much more amazing. The colors on it is rich, it's accurate, absolutely the most gorgeous display in an iPhone. Probably on the market. And everybody wants to talk about the notch on the top. Let's talk about the notch. Oh God, oh my God, the freaking notch. Why couldn't they just go all the way across? The notch is just there. It's all up in your face. I really don't notice it. There's very little times that I notice it. Mainly like when you go landscape and you're doing like inside the web browser or something like that, you'll notice it. But I don't honestly notice it time to time. It's not a big deal. You got to remember of how much technology that's just packed up in there. And another thing is like everyone was saying, well, why did they just rotate the screen, below the actual notch and just have it, come around below it? Well, if they would have done that, then all your actual, like your time, your Wi-Fi, your battery percentage, everything like that would be further down, which means you're taking that little bit of room and you're bringing it down, which is bringing what you're actually viewing on your display down. So to me, the notches make perfect sense, or the notch makes perfect sense. The bunny ears, as they call it, makes perfect sense. You have these two spots in each corner that you're putting all your information up there. You're putting your time up there. You're putting your battery, your Wi-Fi, your connection, your data connection, everything like that. It's just up there and it's out of your way. So the rest of the screen is what you're viewing. So to me, I absolutely love the design of the actual bunny ears. The notch, like I said, yes, it does. It gets in your way once in a while. But for the most part, you don't even notice there. I actually end up forgetting about it. Not a problem for me at all. Now, getting into the phone, let's get back to that. Face ID. Yup, it just works. It absolutely works. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. Neither was Touch ID when it first came out. Touch ID when it first came out, it worked fantastic. It worked good. Did it work as accurate as it does today? Hell no. Hell no. There was many updates of Touch ID throughout the years, improving Touch ID, getting it to where it is today. Face ID, I believe, is going to be the exact same way. Does it work right now? Yes, it works great. Is there room for improvement? Oh yeah. There's been times, bright light outside, during the sun, you get that direct sunlight, it doesn't want to work. I also notice when you lay flat, like if I'm laying flat on my couch, on my stomach, so your head is stretched forward and you're trying to capture your face, it doesn't want to do it. It's like I got to bring myself back or sit up, and get it. It's almost like it's trying to view my neck, making sure that it's actually a head on a body instead of just, you know, a floating head like a mask or something. So it doesn't work every single time. Does it work most of the times or when you need it to? Yes. Will it get better? Yes. Software updates are going to come out. You're going to get Face ID version 2 next year or whatever, and it's just going to get better just like Touch ID did. Okay, now let's talk about the camera. The camera is definitely improved. I can see a big difference when I take pictures and videos in it, and I love the fact that we can now record at 60 frames per second in 4K. You can also record at 24 frames per second, which would be nice for what I'm doing right now if I was recording with my iPhone 10. But you got to be careful with that because the 4K at 30 frames per second is most likely going to give you a better picture due to the fact that at 60 frames per second, your camera is trying to capture those frames per second way faster, which is going to cause you to bring in less light. So your 4K at 30 frames per second might actually look better, but it still gives you that option for fast motion, 60 frames per second, and I love it. I haven't got to play with it as much as I want to. I've been kind of living at work due to the fact that we've been dealing with Black Friday and Christmas. I work for retail, so I kind of been living at work. Not too many pictures and videos I'm going to be needing to take at work that I'm going to be like, oh, hey, check this out. So that I will get to on a later video. So now let's get into the phone. Checking out some of the apps as well as the new gestures that you have to use to navigate through your phone. So we're going to open up YouTube. And as you see, YouTube is already optimized for that full screen of the iPhone 10. Not all apps are there. So like if I go to, what is it, Walmart, I believe? Yes. As you can see, Walmart app is not optimized for the screen yet. It has the full black on the bottom, full black on the top. It's just all cut out in the middle, almost like you're looking at an iPhone 8. Now, that's just developers. They just need to update their apps, optimize them so it utilizes the entire screen of the iPhone 10. Now, to go home, you just swipe up. Absolutely one of the most fluent feelings ever. It's just natural. You just swipe up, get out of your way. Literally, I think that took me about a good hour, maybe, to learn that. It becomes so natural to you so quickly that you kind of almost feel like that should have always been there. I'm already to the point now where I'm actually picking up other people's phones and I'm actually just swiping up now, trying to go home because you just get that used to it that quick. It's one of the most easy movements of just, hey, I'm in an app, get up out of that. And moving from app to app is even easier now. Instead of going into your actual multitasking, switching your app, when you're already in the app, you literally just slide your thumb across the bottom and it goes right into the app. Slide it again, goes into the app before that. It just works. Now going into multitasking, by the way, some people will go up and hold. As you can see, you can just go up, you can hold, it comes up. But me, that seemed like it just took way too long. I noticed if you actually swipe up and over, it just pops up instantly. Almost as instantly as you do it. It's just there. Instead of having to hold, wait for it to come up, and then it pops up. Swipe up and over, and it's there. Just as fast. Okay, let's go back to talking about the apps and being optimized for the iPhone 10. Now, like I said, not all apps are there yet. Developers just need to update their apps to optimize the full screen of the iPhone 10. But let's talk about the people that should absolutely already have their apps optimized. Like, I don't know, Apple? How do you guys have an app that's not optimized for your phone, that it's your app? Let's go to iMovies. How the hell is iMovies not optimized for the iPhone 10? This is your app. How is your own app that comes on the phone, by the way, not optimized for the phone? Well, that's just stupid. But let's talk about a feature that is absolutely epic. And I use the hell out of, and I'm pretty sure that I got a couple friends that are probably already irritated with me by using this. Okay, now we're going to talk about an emoji. Because This is one of those features that is epic about the iPhone 10. And I would say about the first 4 or 5 days, everybody got animojis from me. I'm pretty sure that most of my friends are like, bruh, stop sending me animojis. But I just couldn't resist. It's so much fun. I literally use this more than anything. Yeah. I use this a lot. Back to the home screen now. So you do still have your control center swiping down from the top right. Notifications swiping down anywhere else. As well as swiping to the right, you still get your spotlight. The control center is something you definitely got to get used to. That I do catch myself still, even on the home screen, trying to swipe up to my control center once in a while. That is something you definitely got to learn and get used to, is going up to the top right and pulling down for your control center. Screen recording, absolutely love that. So all in all, my quick little review and my thoughts of things I like, things that I don't like for instance, iMovies, an Apple app on their Apple iPhone that came on the phone that's not optimized for the phone. I think that's stupid, and I don't understand that. But I guess just like any other developer, they're going to eventually optimize it and get it ready for the iPhone 10 display. But the camera's amazing. I'll get more into that when I actually have time to actually go out and do more shooting and pictures, stuff like that. But from what I've done with it so far, it's absolutely a big improvement. That portrait, especially the front-facing camera and portrait, it looks amazing. I messed with that a little bit. It's in beta phase. I can tell that. Has a little chopping around. I'm assuming everybody that has like dark hair, you're gonna get that blacking out of going into your hair and stuff like that. And the gestures just feels natural. It's one of those things that you just wish that was actually always there. You realize that you never needed a home button. You never needed a button down there. It just feels so much more fluid. Just, you're in an app, swipe up, get out of there, up and over, getting your multitask, down for your control center, your notifications. Just gestures just feel right. It just feels like it's just always there. You never needed a button. And of course, Face ID works. Face ID works. It just needs a little bit of improvement, software updates, which you knew that was going to happen just like with Touch ID. It's going to get better. So, all in all, back to my original question. Is it worth the $1,000+ price tag? Hell no! Ain't no damn phone worth over $1,000. Let's be real. You can go get a full computer. The iMac, their baseline iMac desktop computer is the same price as this. So, is it worth $1,000? No. No phone is worth $1,000. Absolutely not. No way in hell. Knowing that Apple probably only paid like $300, $350 to build this phone. And we're paying $1,300, $1,200, whatever it is, for this phone? No, absolutely not. Is the phone good? Is the phone epic? Is the phone awesome? Yes, the phone is awesome. Am I happy that I have it? Absolutely. Would I have not gotten it? Hell no. Of course I would have gotten it. No matter what, obviously. I paid the damn price. But no phone should be $1,000. So I'm hoping next year and moving forward, I'm hoping Apple brings the price down, because that was just ridiculous. So no phone's worth $1,000. I don't care what your phone does. I really don't care. You can lay it down and it projects freaking a whole game in front. I don't care. No phone should be $1,000. That's just ridiculous. But the iPhone 10 is absolutely amazing in every way possible. Absolutely. Wireless charging, which I totally forgot to talk about. Never really realized how much you need that in your life till you have it. Absolutely epic. Again, finally, we have it in the iPhone. But all in all, yes, the iPhone 10, absolutely amazing. Absolutely worth getting if you can maybe get someone to buy it for you. Because that price tag, ridiculous.